Hey, direct support professionals in Massachusetts and elsewhere. My name is Peter Leidy, and I was hoping to see you this fall in October at your conference, but as you know, things are changing these days and plans are changing. And so now I'm hoping that I'll get to see you a year from October, so in 2021. But for now, what I really want to do is just give a quick message of thanks for what you do. Thank you for showing up in people's lives day after day in some difficult times that we're going through right now, especially. But more than showing up, thanks for believing in positive possibilities for people that you're supporting. Thank you for seeing the whole person beyond the labels, right? The person who has these gifts to offer their community. And thank you for helping your communities see that the communities, grow stronger by valuing the contributions made by people you support and by you, by recognizing those gifts, by including people in the heartbeat of the community. Thanks for your work to understand that people, all of us, all people, need real relationships, friendships, and intimacy, and people who have our backs, and people who celebrate us and with us, and also who put up with us when we're hard to deal with sometimes, when it's not easy. Thank you for making a difference in the life of another person and welcoming the difference that person makes in your life and in you. Because, I mean, isn't it amazing when you're changed by the person? When you have those moments where someone just blows you away by saying something or doing something that really just makes your day. It amazes you, and it feeds your soul. So you're the changer and you're the changed. You contribute to the growth of another person and they contribute to your growth. So in 1985, I got to help a man named Darwin Ness move out of a state institution here in Wisconsin. He was 55 at the time, and he had been placed there when he was 8 years old. So you can do the math. Well, one of the people that we hired to be on Darwin's support team was a guy named Randy Wilkins. And Randy was a college student at the time looking for some work to help get through school. And eventually, Randy was working full time with Darwin. And their lives were changing. Darwin was thriving as a community member in his neighborhood, in his church, at work. And Randy had found his calling. He had found his home, his career as a direct support professional. So now it's 2020, and Darwin just turned 90 years old in May. He still lives in his home in our community, about 2 miles that way. And Randy is still there. He's the anchor of Darwin's support team 35 years on. So when I think of you out on the East Coast, and I imagine you, because I don't know you, but I imagine you making these commitments and supporting people through the really difficult times that we're going through with pandemic and injustice and violence and despair. And you keep showing up because you believe that there's a good future ahead for people and you know how important your role is. I think of you and I think of the spirit of Darwin and Randy and their determination to never give up, to always celebrate freedom, something that's so important to Darwin, to always celebrate freedom and community and to honor the relationship that's developed, each knowing they've been changed as they've helped the other change. My friend and colleague Tom Kohler, who's from Savannah, Georgia, might put it this way. He might say, Darwin, a guy lost to community and lost from his family for 47 years, had Randy come into his life and he kidnapped him. Darwin kidnapped Randy in the best possible way. I mean that in a very positive way. Darwin's like, you're going with me now. Come on, man. We got work to do. So I hope you let yourself be kidnapped in this kind of way, whether for a while, for a couple of years, for 5 years, for 10 years, or maybe Randy style for 35 years. So thank you for what you do. There isn't any more important work on this planet, in my opinion, than what you do. See you next year.